Good morning. I'm trying to get off as early as possible because I have to catch a Carnival cruise at Port Canaveral, which is about 2.5, 3 hours north of where I'm at right now in Port Everglades. Earliest disembarkation is 7:30, so it's about 6:50 right now. And I'm trying to see how far in the front of the line I can get, see how fast you can get off the ship for real. Line's not too long. That went very smooth. I was there by 6:50. I was off the ship by 7:15. It's 7:20 now, and my Uber is 2 minutes away. Off to Hertz downtown for Lauderdale to get a rental, and then on my way up to Port Canaveral for Carnival. Look how many people were in line for Carnival Glory. I literally just walked right up.
Turned off.
Oh no, here.
Turn it off.
Wow. So getting through that initial little gate, no problem. There was no line. Got right through. And I found out why is because everyone was getting bottled up at the next checkpoint, which was they were doing drug sniffing dogs through every bag. They had us line them up and he was going one by one. And then once you got past that, even the normal like security was picky. They made me pretty much go through 2 of my bags. I kind of heard that going in, so it didn't surprise me too much. Confirmed. Carnival is thorough with their check-in security. Ooh. First kind of peek. I didn't really get a good look at this pulling in. I'm not sure if our shuttle bus just went a weird way, but gangway time. You know what they say. It is cruise day. First time on Carnival. I'm excited. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. A stop at their brand new private island, Celebration Key. We should be in for a good time. Glory. Live up to your name, baby. You know, Carnival Sunrise was actually the first cruise I was ever going to book back in 2024. Until I learned it was the infamous poop cruise. So I decided to play it safe and went with Royal's Independence of the Seas. And now 2 Royal and 1 MSC cruise later, I've been happy with my decision, but let's see what we've been missing. Not gonna lie, a little underwhelming entrance. The decor kind of reminds me of like an old school retro Vegas with all the lights and colors. Looks like the atrium style. This is what I need because for some reason the app logged me out and I cannot log back in. So I'm gonna stop here for a second. I've been waiting for this. Blue iguana. This and Guy's Burgers, but we're gonna stop here first. Blue iguana. It was funny with the blue iguana. I don't think people knew that there was two lines, one for the burritos and one for the tacos. The tacos was empty. And I bet you that evens out throughout the cruise because I was confused too. I was standing in the burrito line for like 5 minutes until I saw someone walk up there and grab some tacos on the other end, but I'm starving. I was in here earlier, so it's not my very, very first look, but it is my second. Carnival Glory, room 1220. Bada boom, bada bing, where's the arrows? Portholes. I've never had a porthole room. First impressions is spacious. I would say this is a little bit bigger than my interior. First of all, I've never been on Carnival, so I can't compare to any other Carnival interiors, but this seems a little bit bigger than my interior that I just got off Jewel this morning. I think the biggest attraction here is the porthole, so let's just get right to it. So this is deck 1. So we are very close to the water, and we are very forward on the ship. I didn't know it was a connecting room. But let's start up front here. A whole lot of storage space. A whole lot of storage space for an interior. So this is technically classified as an interior. It's just, I guess some interiors had portholes, but I paid the same price as an interior. And I've had balconies that hasn't had this much like shelving / storage space. It's a lot. I've already partially moved in. First thing I did, you'll hear what I have to say about that in a different video. They give you a quite large little couch table. Actually, hold up. Let's go to the bathroom first. I would say pretty standard size. I don't like the curtains, but I think this ship was built in 2002, if I'm not mistaken. Around there. So it's kind of what you get. It's kind of what you get. I would say bathroom's pretty standard. One thing I will say, out of the past two, the only 2 cruises that I've vlogged, I had issues with the toilet. In Seashore, the cabinet was so close to your knee, you had to sit almost cockeyed on the seat. I just got off Jewel, where it was so high, my feet like barely touched the ground. So I can imagine any kids, their feet are just swinging. Any shorter men, their feet are just swinging. So they got your shower gel and shampoo separately. I know Royal combines them. I forgot what MSC did. Speaking of, I keep on getting crap for wearing my MSC backpack. I keep on trying to tell them it was free. It was free. Even a lot more, even more storage space. A little TV. I like the placement of the TV. The bed was, I like firm beds. Jewel was very firm. This is a little bit more squishy. So if you like that, you'll like these. It's just not my cup of tea, but that is all preference. All right, we got an outlet. Oh, USB, USB-C, and American Standard outlet. Wow. To be honest, I was not expecting that on this old ass ship. On both sides. Jewel could take some notes. All right. Got to give you a little stool. I might just use this as like my eating stand. I'll sit down on the couch and eat on this. So that I can keep the food away from all the important papers and documents. Carnival Glory, interior / porthole cabin. When I first got to the port, it was looking like everything was going to be a breeze. That first little check-in area, there was no line, but on the ride here, I noticed the Carnival Hub app I wasn't logged in anymore. And I was trying to log in using every single combination of passwords that I use, and it just wasn't working. So when I got to the first checkpoint in boarding, they printed out a boarding pass for me. I thought maybe I was the only one just because I wasn't logged in. And then once I actually got on the ship, I went to the internet desk and they were talking about the whole app is down. Someone was just trying to get into my connecting room. I wish you could turn the camera around. But, okay. Anyways. Yes, apparently the app is down for everyone. I'm not sure if that's just the sailing. Couldn't buy my internet package either. I can't log into the app. It was just kind of odd. I never really experienced that. What was weird is I went down, I actually just happened to pass the main dining room. I was asking what my time was because I don't have my app to look at it anymore, and I forgot. I explained to her that I was vlogging. I don't like interrupting other people's meals, if I could have a solo table. And she agreed, and she logged me in on the website into Carnival and changed everything. That was weird. I thought if the website was down, it's down, but she had access to it, and she was able to change my dining from anytime to 8:15 with a single table. So I'm glad about that, but just a weird start, a weird start to the cruise. The ship looks nice for, for its age, especially, like the common areas. A lot of colors. All I did is I actually went to my room a little bit early. I walked in about, you're not supposed to till 1:30. I think I was here about 12:45. Just opened the door and kind of walked down the hallway. Asked her if I could leave my bags in there. She said okay. As soon as that was done, I went up to Blue Iguana, grabbed some food because I was starving. And here we are. So right now I'm just trying to wait until 2 o'clock because that's when the internet desk said the app should be ready. That way I can purchase my internet packages. I might get a drink package this time. I just got off Jewel of the Seas, and that was the first time I did not get a drink package. I probably drank a third as much as I did when I went on Seashore with the drink package and on Independence with the drink package. So I kind of liked it, but this is a weekend Carnival cruise. I can see me blowing more than $200 on alcohol. I'm gonna go explore. I'm gonna get settled, explore the ship some more, and tackle these next 3 days.
Welcome aboard the beautiful Carnival Glory, everybody! Welcome to all the first-time cruisers! Welcome back to my frequent floaters! Remember, you can see what's happening around the ship all the time on the What's Happening section of your Carnival Hub app and your phone times. Fun is what you make of it, so let's make the most of it. We will see you tonight in our Welcome Aboard Bingo 7:45 and the Welcome Aboard Show at 9:30 p.m. Both of them in the Upper Palace. Do me a favor, start enjoying your best cruise ever, because now we're all a big Carnival family. Welcome aboard the beautiful Carnival Glory DJ.
Yes. My fucking loser ex-husband!
Bye! Fucking loser.
Yep.
Ooh. After about a 2-hour nap, I am back up and at it. Oh, I needed it. I needed it. I probably got 2.5, 3 hours of sleep last night. On my last night on Jewel. So right now it is 7:45. I am going to heading out a little bit early to my dinner. My dinner's at 8:15, and food in general is not what Carnival is known for. So I'm excited to see what all the anti hype is about. But I got about a half hour, so I'm just go explore a little bit, and let's get Carnival Night 1 underway.
It's all about popular. It's not about the aptitude. It's the way you're viewed. So it's very sure to be very, very popular. Like me.
It looks like they may have actually gotten me a singles table. We'll see if they sit some other single over there. It was kind of awkward to get here. I mean, the map shows that it's on deck 3 and 4. So I went to 4, and they told me to go to 5 and then go down to 3. A little bit awkward, but the important thing is the food. Let's see the food. At this point, y'all should just already know. Already know. Though I'm glad they gave you a little bit more dressing. This is the roasted ducktail. I'm not a big fan of rice paper, which is probably my issue with this, but I like the sauce. I'm not sure about the meat. Not my favorite. 12-hour braised short rib. And I believe 12 hours because this just pulls apart. I mean, I'm not even doing anything. Just pulls apart. So it looks good. So I heard this was their signature dessert, a melting chocolate cake. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been impressed with this meal overall. I'm not much of a dessert person, but I know when it tastes good. It's like a cake, and it's got like a melted icing in there. All right, Carnival. I'm not sure what everyone's talking about. Just got back from dinner and pleasantly surprised. The duck rolls were not my thing. I don't know if there's anything that they could have done in that rice paper to make me actually enjoy them. Even the duck kind of didn't really taste all that well, but that short rib definitely saved the day along with dessert. So, I mean, if you're telling me Carnival can do fun and dining, then you pretty much have me. But this is one meal. I was just surprised. I would probably give it like a 7 out of 10. That was definitely a plus. Right now, I think I'm going to go to the casino. I'm not much of a gambler. The only thing I've done gambling-wise on a cruise ship was on Seashore. I turned my I tried to see if I could turn my onboard credit into cash, which I was able to do. But here I'm going to, I heard Carnival casino offers can be kind of random and big at certain times, especially when you spend a lot of time in the casino. So what I'm trying to do is see how much $100 a day can get you. If you spend, I'm just going to do minimal slots, spend as much time in there as I can. And when the 100's up, I'm going to quit for the day. And 3 nights, so that's $300. And we're just going to see what comes out of that. So I'm about to go to the casino guest services and see the best way to do that. I'm not sure if you just use your CPass card, I'm assuming. I don't really know how to keep track of what I spent like that. But yeah, we're going to go do that. Then check out Carnival's nightlife, my first night on Carnival. So let's go.
My milkshake brings in the voice in the yard and they're like, it's better than yours, they're right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to charge. That's the way I like it, I like it. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping the high, you never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Hey, and if you don't know, now you know. That's the way I like it, I like it.
All right, so this is about to be 60 out of 100 tonight. Haven't really hit nothing but $2, $3 here and there, just keeping the slot alive, but let's do 60. I've been doing $20 at a time and just playing until that runs out. Unless I hit something big, then I'll probably cash out, but let's try 60 out of 100. Okay, so that was interesting. I really don't even know how the game works, but they like it when you get a lot of the same things together. Okay, my first cruise ship casino experience. And to be honest, I haven't had much off cruise ship casino experience either, but I put in 20, 20, and 20 at 3 different slots, so 60, and then the first 2, I pretty much played it down to 0, so lost 40. But I won 100 on the second one. Oops, my camera's off. I won 100 on the second one, so right now I'm up 40. Spent 60, won 100. So I said 100 per night, so I'm gonna do 2 more slots. I'll put in 20, and we'll go from there. It was fun. All right, so wrapping up day 1 on Carnival Glory out of our 3-day cruise. Just 1 stop in Celebration Key. We think Carnival's private island. Not that we think it's Carnival's private island. We know it's Carnival's private island, but we think we're stopping there. And I say that because I guess there is some tropical wave coming through with the Bahamas, and they've been giving us I think they've been kind of like lubing us up to screw us. It is what it is. I understand safety first, but I did primarily book this cruise because of Celebration Key, so that would suck, but such is life. As far as day 1 on the ship, I would say the first impression, the biggest one, was how crowded it is. Like, I know I've been on sold out ships before, and they didn't feel a third this crowded. I'm not sure of, occupancy / room ratio on these cruise ships, but man, they really pack them in here, which is weird because another thing that I notice is like the hallways are really wide, like almost twice as wide as any Royal or MSC ship that I've been on. So You would think with it being so crowded, they would just have more rooms than normal, but the common areas are pretty big. So yeah, it's a little bit confusing. I'm not sure if people are just like filling up the rooms to the max with occupancy. I really don't know, but yeah, crowded was the biggest thing. Second one was kind of a weird. They have metal detectors, and I'm not just talking about like when you're walking in the ship for the first time. I'm talking about at the end of stairways. Like I've seen 10 metal detectors on this ship, and then right in the middle of the ship. So I've never seen that before. I don't necessarily mind it, but just overall, the day went. I've enjoyed my day. It's just kind of indifferent. You know, embarkation was pretty smooth. Well, actually, outside of again, just with the Carnival app. Apparently, it wasn't just me. The whole app was down, and it just took a long time to kind of get your cruise started. I didn't buy any pre-cruise sails because I knew it was going to be a really tight schedule to even make this sailing coming from Port Everglades, trying to get up here, a 3-hour drive. So I didn't do any of that. So I was kind of waiting until I knew I was going to make it to purchase any, you know, internet and drink packages. So just having to wait until like 3 or 4 to even be able to go online and drink, because I didn't want to pay for drinks individually if I was going to get the drink package, and I did get the drink package. So that was just you know, I wish that would have went a little smoother. On the plus side, the one thing you hear about Carnival the most is they're fun, but their food sucks. Has seemed fun so far. The crowd is very energetic, but I've had a good experience with the food as well. We'll see going forward, but I haven't tried the buffet. I was a little underwhelmed with the blue iguana. I had chicken tacos because the burrito line was 20 deep and there was nobody in the taco line. I think just people didn't know that there was 2 lines because everyone was in one. But the tacos themselves weren't, they were average, kind of weird tasting to be honest with you. But dinner was good. I had a slow braised, 12-hour slow braised short rib. That was just really good. If Carnival can pull off fun and food. Then I went to the casino. I am doing a little experiment and trying to see how many casino offers I can get with just playing $100 a night. My strategy is to play minimum slots as long as I can, because I heard, you know, time in the casino matters. I did stop by real quick by their nightclub. What is the name? Something Heat. Heat. Again, super crowded. Super crowded. No one on the dance floor, but everywhere else was just. It was like a popular nightclub on land. It's just you're walking sideways, shoulder to shoulder. Just the theme of the day, really, just crowdedness. The sail away party was. Whew. Yeah, I've never seen something like that. So, yeah, came back to the room just to regroup. We'll be going out for the last casino. And anything else, I will hopefully get on video. If not, I will report back tomorrow.